Hi friends, welcome back to another vegan recipe video. Today I made some vegetarian pizza. Started with some vegan crust, and I'm going to put this in my preheated oven. You're going to put some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, grapeseed oil, whatever your favorite go-to oil is, and you're just going to spread that out. I also like to add a little bit of flavor because some of these tend to be bland, and you want to add the flavor by adding your seasonings. I'm going to add some parsley flakes, and I'm also going to add some seasoned salt to this and spread it out. I'm going to speed this up so we can keep moving along. So as you can see, the oven was on 375 convection bake, and I'm just going to pull that out when it gets a nice golden brown. You're going to let that rest for a little bit and cool down just a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and slice up these veggies. So I have orange bell pepper and yellow bell pepper. That was what was on sale, and we're going to add onion as well to the mix and some fresh parsley. When I'm done chopping this onion, I'm going to go ahead and add some seasoning to the vegetables. You always want to layer your flavors. You want to add flavor on every level of your food. And I'm first adding my trusted Lowry's seasoning salt, and then some salt-free garlic and herb. This one is available at Target, but you can get something similar at your favorite grocery store or local market. We're also going to add some EVOO, and we're just going to massage this very lightly into the vegetables. Now I'm just cleaning my counter off. My pizza crust is cooled now, and I'm going to put it right there in the forefront so that we can go ahead and add our pizza sauce, our cheeses, toppings, all the things. We're going to start with your favorite vegan pizza sauce. I found that most of them are vegan, but you'll want to check your ingredients to be sure. And you're just going to spread that out evenly on your pizza crust, as thick or thin as you like it. I like it about medium because the liquid cheese does add a layer of moisture as well. Too much moisture will make for a soggy crust, which is a no-no. We don't want to do that, folks. Next is a very special ingredient that is a must-have in my kitchen while cooking vegan: nutritional yeast. Now this gives your food a very cheese-like flavor, so I put it on anything. Even if I'm going to add vegan cheese, it adds additional flavor that my family loves. You put as little as much as you want. This is what I did on my pizza for our family. Next, I'm adding some fresh parsley. You're gonna notice I'm gonna leave a small slice for my son who doesn't like anything green on his pizzas, and he just likes cheese pizza. So he said he wanted to try the vegan, so we're gonna make that happen. Next, you're gonna add your favorite vegan mozzarella cheese. I add 2 different cheeses, one mozzarella shreds, and then I'll add the pourable mozzarella as well, because some vegan cheese has trouble melting, and this melts pretty good, but you also want to have that gooey flavor you get normally from pizza. That's what we like. And adding your fresh vegetables will go next. I have, again, yellow and orange bell peppers with white onion. The peppers were on sale, these 2 colors, for $1 off. So $1.79 was reduced to 79 cents. So I got what was on sale. You get whatever works for you. Next, we're gonna have our pourable mozzarella. You get whatever brand works for you best, but this brand that I'm showing you here is my go-to, like everything that they have available so far that we've tried. So you're gonna pour as little or as much as you want. I like to just make sure I spread it out in the kind of like a back and forth pattern and make sure I get the edges. You don't want to pour too much because, again, it can make your crust soggy to where you can't actually pick up your slices of pizza. So if you don't mind eating it with a fork, pour on more. If not, you want to kind of keep it not so heavy, especially if you don't have a crispy thin crust. After you've added all toppings, you're going to put it in your oven at 375 for about 8 minutes just to get all the flavors melted together. Get that crispy, bubbly crust on your vegan mozzarella. Here's before the oven, and here is after. And here's one of my slices of pizza. This was a really tasty veggie vegan pizza. The bell peppers were nice and crunchy still, nice and ooey, gooey, and cheese-like. Yummy. If you look closely, you can see the steam. Time to dig in. Next up, we're gonna make some vegan banana pudding with almond milk. You need 3 cups of milk, but I actually did 2.5 of almond milk, and then I'm gonna do the rest of the 1/3 cup, half of it being plant-based heavy cream. And once you get all of your liquid in your bowl, you're going to whisk it with a rubber or some non-metal, preferably, depending on your glass. I have a glass bowl, so I'm using a rubber. And then the Jell-O pudding, you're going to go ahead and add that. Doesn't contain dairy. The dairy that you add would have been the milk, but we didn't add any. Then you're going to whisk this for approximately 2 minutes. You're going to whisk, and whisk. It's going to thicken up. Now, one thing that I found about this recipe is that it doesn't thicken up fully to my liking, but the flavors were there, and I'll share more at the end. You can see here that it's already thickening up, and it will get thicker in time. I'm using a total of 3 bananas, 2 small and then 1 larger. So I'm going to go ahead and just peel my 2 bananas, and then you're just going to slice them up in the way that you want, and then you're going to add them to your banana pudding. I always cut off the ends and then I try to make them uniform, which is why I put them together. But you do you. It's not perfect, but it works for me. It's the way I like. And I taste tested a little of that banana as well. And I keep the ends off. And if you find any brown, I usually keep that off too. Now, I am not actually a huge fan of banana pudding, but I saw this on a vegan page. These Biscoff, you know, the airplane cookies that you get, these are vegan. So these are actually really good. I'm adding a pinch of salt into my pudding. You always want to add a little bit of salt when you're doing sweets. I also added a little sugar and vanilla to amp up the flavors just a tad bit more. And I'm just going to whisk that till it's incorporated. Now I'm adding my bananas in there. But you always want to add a little bit of salt when you're baking. It just brings your sweetness out and elevates all your flavors. So I'm going to put about half of my banana pudding in my glass bowl. I'm using this as my serving dish. And then I sped it up. I'm just going to go ahead and add the Biscoff cookies all the way around. And then I'm actually going to set this in the freezer to firm up just a little bit. And then once I get it out of the freezer, we'll continue on. So you may hear Anniversary by Tony. And this is actually a celebration dessert for my spouse and I. We are celebrating our anniversary in one day. So I made this for us. I found this vegan treat. I know she loves banana pudding. And so I saw this. We both love these Biscoff cookies. Look forward to them whenever we're on the airplanes. And so I'm putting in the middle some vegan cream cheese mixed with powdered sugar and vanilla. I just mix that up. And I'm going to be adding that to the top after I add the rest of the banana pudding. So you'll see this is the rest of the banana pudding. And then next, the second bowl is a cream cheese mixture. I just made it with some vegan cream cheese, Philadelphia, and powdered sugar and vanilla. You're going to taste it and get it to your liking. I just wanted to have a little bit of a layer of cream cheese to add some stiffness to this vegan pudding and give it some more body. And then I'm just going to spread that out on top. Next, we're adding some more sliced up banana, and we're just going to make the top really pretty. Spread out some bananas across the top, and then you're just going to put in some of the Biscoff cookies. I had to have them going all the same direction and just make them go fully around the bowl. And I spaced them out as evenly as I could. And then you're just going to crumble some of that Biscoff cookie right on top. I set it back in the freezer for about 30 minutes to firm up a little bit more. And you'll see the consistency is still a little on the runnier side, but this is actually really good. I had some oat whipped cream that I was actually going to add to the top, and I probably would have folded some in. However, the condenser stopped working, so if you can get some vegan whipped cream or whip some up, we just went without it. We're going to get some more for our leftovers, but you'll not see me put it on after I shake it. I tried, it did not work, so that was my first fail. But this was really delicious. I still wanted to show you all consistency and what it looked like when I plated it, and it was so good. 10 out of 10, recommend. It's fire. See you in the next one, friends.